Hey guys, it's Miss Dahlia coming, and I just wanted to talk to you guys today. There are some things that I'm going to be doing, and I don't really like to announce everything that I'm doing, but I wanted to really not even announce anything. I wanted to talk about some things. So I'm actually gonna walk and talk with you in my house. This is my favorite spot and my living room with my sectional and everything. So I have been really revisiting everything that I've been doing. I recently graduated with my master's degree in pastoral counseling, and it's really given me the opportunity to look at some things I want to do in my life and really looking at revisiting my purpose. And the other day I'm going to bend down because I'm getting something. The other day I was looking at some things that I have going on, and just really looking at some things that I had done in the past. And one of the things is that I wrote a book, my very first book in 2015. The name of the book is called Love Magnified, and it's Magnifying Love in 31 Days. This is the book. Okay? So that's the front of the book, and that is the back of the book. This book is actually on Amazon, and I do have a few copies. I decided that I'm going to go in. I'm going to do the activities, like read these affirmations to myself for the next 31 days. And then after I do that, I am going to revise this book. Because as I read it, I realized that this was a good little book to get you through 31 days. People will do things 60 days, 70 days, whatever. I'm someone who, I know myself, I can do something in 30 days, I can do it in 21 days, and I can be consistent with it. Sometimes that's not me. Sometimes I might start something and then not finish it because I have an issue with getting bored easily, and so that sometimes makes me not consistent with what I'm doing. So I just want to talk to you and tell you like a little bit about this book that I wrote when I wrote it. And I wrote it, well, I did Love Magnified. It was like something that I did for my page when I was like really vibrating high, looking for love, ways to magnify love. There were things that I understood differently on the spiritual level that I did not understand in previous years before. When I wrote this book, I had gone through some hurt and some pain from not even men, really. It was from some women, and then later on I ended up opening my heart to a man that later on ended up breaking my heart. He ended up being in a relationship with someone else that led to marriage. Right. So when I wrote this book, I was a teacher, a 12th grade teacher. I was teaching English in high school, and I had my students, and I didn't know that the love that I was magnifying was actually from them. We became a family. There was just like so much love in there that was the love that I had that I didn't know that I had, that I was magnifying. So when I wrote this book, it was coming from a place of being healed. It was coming from a place of also hurt. It was coming from a place of wanting to be loved. It was also coming from a place where not only was I magnifying love, right, but I was really confident in who I was. I understood who I was in the eyes of God. I understood the love that I deserved at that time. And I wrote this. I did the Love Magnified as a program, and then I decided to turn it into a book. So 5 years ago in 2015, I wrote this book. I'm going to be revising this book. I'm not sure if I'll do like a program or another Love Magnified or anything like that. But this book was my first introduction into being an author. And somewhere along the way, within these 5 years, right, I have never talked about this book. I didn't advertise it. I didn't do anything. And I think it was 18, if I'm not mistaken, I wrote another book, right? So let me walk out here, and I'm going to show you guys the other book, which was a journal, because I understood the importance of setting your intention, and I understood the importance of goal setting, and I really understood the importance of prayer as well. So I then wrote this book, which is also on Amazon, and it is called The Book of Intentions. It is a 30-day to-do and prayer journal, and it is by me. I had my sister revise this book, look over it for any errors, notes, things that needed to be done in this book. So that's the front of the book. And this is the back of the book. Okay. So it's actually, this is 30 days of prayer, writing, intention setting, goal setting. So I have these two books, and, I use the journal when I really need to get something done. So I realized that not only am I a 2-time author, right? But I'm also a transformational speaker. I'm a life coach, and now a pastoral counselor. So there are so many things that God has given to me. And because of hurt, because of love loss, because of spiritual warfare, it has tried to really knock down my confidence to the point where I didn't have the confidence to do the things that God gave me to do. I didn't have the energy to do them. My focus was somewhere else because of fear, because of lack of confidence. I have coined myself the women's confidence coach because I have worked with women to help them build their confidence, right? And for me, that is who I am. I am all about women's issues. I'm all about the betterment of women. I am all about the confidence of women. I'm all about women getting to their purpose, but ensuring that they know God loves them through it, and God has a purpose for their life. And every single thing that you go through, your purpose is set in that. So I have in my bathroom, which I'm going to walk into my bathroom right now because I have some things written on my mirror. The other thing is I'm also a teacher, right? So I teach a lot of things, and I hadn't come on because number one, I'd been in school, so I've been busy. And then number two, like I said, there had been a lack of confidence in what it is that God has shown me to do. So now I'm getting to a point where I'm gaining back my confidence because I'm understanding more about who I am and my purpose in every single thing that I do that comes together. So I have on this mirror written, and I'm not going to show it to you because this is like all my personal stuff, but I did want to share this thing with you. It says that your purpose is higher than the emotion, right? So you use it to fuel your purpose. So you're going to go through all this heartache. You're going to cry. These emotions are there to fuel your purpose. As long as you're breathing, you have purpose. You have to understand, like, with your purpose, there's hope. So your hope, it requires you to have faith. So there's so many things that I have on here. There's a class that I'm doing. I'm going to post that class as well in this video. But it is a 5-day masterclass, and it is a 5-day self-love mastery class, right? So I have that going on as well. I'm working on the workbook. I'm completing that. I wanted to launch that class in July, but there's so much more that I feel I need to put into it. So I'm going to share that with you guys anyways, because you don't have to be great before you start, but you got to start, right, to be great. So you got to do that. So I'm talking about that as well. I'm trying to see what else. Oh, you know what? Let's go right over here to my little workshop because I make soap. I make body butters. I make candles. I make hand sanitizers, body lotions, foot soaks, all that stuff. So right here, right in my house, I have my shelf where I have my candles on the shelf. I have different varieties of candles on this shelf right here. Okay, I have vanilla whiskey. That's my favorite one. It smells really sweet. Gingerbread, pumpkin pie, sea salt, orchid. Guys, visit the website. I'm gonna drop that there. I have soap here. One of my favorites is this one right here. This is a cranberry lemonade. Really, really good. This is a new one here. It is called Rose Gold and it's made with rose clay. I used this last night. Love it, love it, love it. I have so many things here. Like I said, hand sanitizer, right? I have oil that I make. This is what I use in my hair, and more recently just started using it on my body. I make cream for your skin. What else do I have here? I have foot soaks. Okay, foot soaks. I even have some hair tea. Okay, hair tea. I even have, let me see, where is that basket? I have like a basket of stuff. So I have some soaps that's getting ready right now. Right now I have like some soap. I have some charcoal, like this is like a detox soap. I have that. I have like a bunch of things going on, right? So I'm sharing all this with you, right? And I'm doing a digital cookbook as well. So I'm doing all these things because God has given these things to me. And everything that I went through, I understand that it is all works together for the purpose that God has given to me to do these things, to improve the lives of women. So I have recently applied for an LLC, and I'm going to be working on something over the next few years or so, and that part of my life is not going to be shared. I may post it on social media, and so you may see that. But a lot of what I do is healing. And I'm not talking like with crystals or Reiki or anything like that, but healing with really what God has given to you. He's given you sunshine. He's given you air. He's given you nature. He has given you your heartbeat. He has given you motion. He's given you love. And so what I do in my practice is I use all those things to heal. I look at what it is that you need in your life, right? I saw something posted, and it was so good that it hit me. And I can't remember the quote specifically, but I remember the emotion that it evoked, right? So it said that you really have to look at areas that you have a trigger in, right? Because those areas that you have a trigger, that means that you haven't healed. That means that you have not been set free in those areas. So what is it that's your trigger right now, right? What are the areas that you need to be set free in? I'm going to post this video because I make so many videos that I do not post because my hair is not done. Well, no, actually, that's not true. My hair is always done. I feel like now that I'm locking my hair, I always have good days, but my makeup is not done, right? So this is me in all of my naturalness. All of my naturalness. I have, a couple things going on. My face been looking better than it was before, but that's okay. I love myself. My eyebrows ain't done. I don't have makeup on, but I do not beat myself up over that because these are all the things that God has given to me to make me beautiful. Look at my skin. I use my own products on my skin, okay? You see how beautiful my skin is? You see this? This is a result of using my own product. So I have to be a product of the product. I am proud of the things that I have done. I am proud of the things that the talents and the skills that God has given me to not only heal myself, but to heal others. I'm still not perfect. I still am at places where I need to understand the decisions that I make. Sometimes I say to myself, I need to make better decisions. They're not awful, but some of them are things that I'm like, man, I told myself I wasn't going to do that again, but I went and I did it anyways, right? So I have to get better about the decisions that I'm making because your decisions directly affect your confidence. It affects a lot of things about you. It makes you eat unhealthy, right? It makes you not have great sleep. It makes your skin break out. It makes your hair fall out. It gets you emotional. It is a matter of the heart. So what I do is I help women I help them heal, and my focus is women. It's women's issues. So if you see me all over the place, it's not that I'm all over the place. It's just that I have all these talents and skills that I need to understand where I'm coming from to bring them as one, to hone them in. And as I'm getting closer to understanding what my purpose is and how I can bring them all in one, God is just opening up doors and sending people my way. Had a conversation with somebody. I just called her randomly because she's another pastoral counselor. And I said, listen, got my degree. I need words of encouragement. What is it that you do? And she just really brought me full circle because she talked about all the things that I have been doing, which is teaching classes on self-care, my books that I have written, workshops that I've been doing, events that I've been hosting. And I want to get back to that point of doing all those things. My phone is dying. I'm on 5%. So you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this phone and I'm going to plug it in because I got to keep on talking. Boom. There we go. Plugged in. So she just really brought me back full circle to those things that I should be doing because I had been doing. God had showed me the way. But you got to start. In order to be great, you don't have to be great to start. So I got to start again. I got to do this again. So if you're on any of my mailing lists, I'm going to be sending out an email. If you're with it, stay. If not, I thank you so much for supporting over the years. Even in the times when I wasn't consistently posting, I do appreciate that. But I am now at a point where, like I said, I'm understanding more of my purpose and how to actually put them together. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Because you could be anywhere, but you chose to watch this video that was almost 20 minutes long. And, oh, another thing. So I have a line of shirts that's coming out. And they really speak to who I am. You know, I had many but God moments. So that's one of my shirts. There's just so many things that I'm doing. But just know that everything that I'm doing is for the betterment and the wellness of women, more specifically with their transformation and their healing. To empower the women so that empowered women, right, who are healed, can actually empower other women that are healed. And so healed women empower healed women. So if you're healed, you're going to empower someone else. And it's going to mirror that, right? Where now two healed women can come together and empower another woman. So thank you guys for watching and tuning in. And all of my goodness that God has given to me, and all of my brown skin, and all of my beautiful natural locked hair. And I thank you guys for coming in. I just showed you a whole bunch of me and who I am, and gave you, you know, just some insight into some things that I've been going through. If you want to get like a relationship series, because it's something that I thought about doing, just to kind of talk about the things that I've gone through in love and life, because there's some things that I need to release and I don't want them back, right? So I'm open to newness. I'm open to the love that God has for me, with the mate that God has for me, and the person that God has for me. And I always say this, like, if I met him already, turn us in each other's direction. Because I know that love heals, and I know that love conquers all. So thank you guys for watching. I absolutely love you all. If you haven't heard it today, I'm telling you now, and I want you to vibe higher. Bye.